You ready?
There is a connection between the paranormal, UFOs, and the myths of ancient history. The clues are scattered across the landscape from a forbidden past, maybe even in your own backyard. There is a connection between the true nature of our reality, consciousness, and the unexplained. I'm Carl the Crusher. Let's explore the unknown.
At a man by himself in the early 1900s that would stack rocks
Yeah.
to build a house. That's a lot of work.
Look at how the size of some of these too. I mean, this is, wow. Whoa. You've never seen this? Are you kidding me? It's a flat stone, and he reached over and he goes like this. I go, yeah. And this is 100% it. So you can see the scratch marks go this direction. Wow. Sure enough, right in the tire tracks from the vehicles going through, we're finding Anasazi, basket maker culture. Oh, easy. That was nothing. I don't know. This line and the T thing at the top almost looks like a Spanish treasure marker to me. There's a figure there with horns and his arms out, shoulders and arms down with his legs. And then this whole motif with these lines coming off. And we follow that down here to the left. And where we have this wolf symbol, look down below, is this big deity. You can see on the right, there's four fingers on that hand. This would have absolutely been considered a sacred site to indigenous people. I have never seen one like that. That almost looks like a roadrunner or a velociraptor. Yeah. Look at the head on that. Fingerprints. See how they go in and collect that white calcite and come up here. Those are indigenous ancient people put their fingers and hands up there. Yeah. Isn't that cool?
That's crazy.
They can't, that's their hands came up here and touched those. That's like straight connection to those people.
Oh my gosh.
You can even see how big their hands were. There's the thumb and the fingers.
Bigger than mine.
Wow, look at that. 1, 2. So this, what if a whole family came out here and had a little evening? This is our home.
Just like we put our handprints in the cement, right?
Yeah, so it would have been like a family of 5 or 6, yeah. It looks like up here. That is cool. Yeah, fingerprints and thumbprints on there. That's beautiful. What a special thing.
This is a whole new experience, yeah.
Is it? Is this cool having me come?
Yeah.
We seeing more stuff in?
Yeah.
Really? Good.
Yes.
I'm glad. That's what I like to do.
So, Cara, this almost looks more modern to me.
No, this is still old. This is a pictograph. Hey, you found corn cob. That's actually food. You found a metate. You're standing on a kitchen.
I figured.
This whole thing is a kitchen. You're right, Jess.
Oh my
See this smooth spot?
Yeah.
This is the metate right there.
Oh my God.
Right there where they rubbed. And you found that corn on the cob.
Oh my gosh.
This is the only other place I've seen this is in a museum up in Bernal.
So that's amazing that
The rats and the birds and stuff usually get all this. That's amazing this is still here. This is unreal. Wow. Somebody ate that. Right here in their kitchen.
Wow, that is cool.
Yeah, Jess, that's a metate still in a kitchen. They sat right here and grinded their corn.
Wow.
Their maize.
I wouldn't grind right there edge.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right. They sat right here too. This is all smooth.
Oh my God.
All this was a whole kitchen. This whole thing.
And this would have been a nice spot because you can sit here and
work.
And work.
You can see how they did it. Or process a food, you know. That deer stone we just looked at's right down there. They could have laid an animal up here and gutted it or whatever, you know, like.
Oh my gosh.
And that's right by, this is so the other carvings are petroglyphs. The paintings are pictographs.
Okay.
So they use the same white calcite. So the same family that probably put their fingerprints up there came down and made this guy.
He's got a hook.
He does. He's holding some kind of a magic wand or scepter or something. He has a line on his chest, or two as well. Square head, the earrings. I see smaller figures that look just like this over by the Grand Canyon. This here, it's like a little plant.
But that seems different from the stick figures that we saw of the squatting man.
Yeah, so these would be Fremont culture.
Okay,
these are
so
newer.
This is later, because
The
this
carvings down there
this
are
is
much
more-
older.
This is more of a person with
Yes.
arms and a chest and pants. Even you can see the pants, the legs.
Yeah, I would say this is more
Look, you can see
Fremont
used to
culture.
be right there.
Yeah, the legs went down
This
even
right
further.
here.
Look at that. There's the bottom of his feet. Right.
Yeah.
That.
right there. That has just all
You're right.
come down. That is
There's
cool.
more faded off along here, maybe. Oh, right above the painted figure, we just noticed this whole white calcite timeline. And look, there's the painted stick figure man there, and maybe even one to the right and the left, and then there's a whole timeline. Sorry about that UTV, there's another person up here riding. But look at these, the white painted, yeah, that's almost like a, yeah, that's like there's figures and then all those hash marks right above all of this.
I have never seen that.
Fascinating. Whew, we've been crawling all over. It's actually really hot up here in the rocks, but look at these. Kind of hidden down here. It's like a whole zigzag and another figure here. So I can't tell if that's supposed to be a person with legs up or is this a plant, but it's got this whole motif coming up the top. Almost looks like a plant, like in the water. Some kind of a serpent line or something. Just hidden here. Like what? For what? You know? Right in this spot where somebody liked to hang out, I guess.
That was a good spot.
Right? Oh, look at that. Can you see that kitchen? See if you notice it. See the metate? See all those worn spots? That is an active metate stone. This is permanent dwelling site. This is non-movable. Someone sat here and rubbed this way and that way. You can see all the scratches. And then look at this right here. 1, 3, 4. Look how deep those are. That's like evidence that they were here for a long, long time, making food right there. Wow.
Look at the main. Look at the view. Look at the
Sitting right there, and there's your view. Right? So I find it wrong to call them primitive. They were smart in their own way.
And I'll bet there would have been a little trickle of water.
Yeah, just
What
seeping
you
out of the
see
rocks.
Right here, they just built a little puddle,
Look at that.
collected the water, and they had permanent water.
Yes. Beautiful.
That is amazing. I have not ever seen that.
There's more. That's a dwelling right there. That
You
stone,
can
all the
see
stone
that
wall.
Yeah, those are bricks. all
Those are
stacked
bricks.
up.
That's stacked, collapsed building.
Now all this, look, all that.
This has all been mortared up and utilized. Structures all the way up this wall. Yeah, you're standing in a structure. This was a stone wall. Look, there's a petroglyph of a wolf.
Yeah.
Or a dog. Right there. another, like an antelope there. Look at this little, come up here, there's this little circle, the line like a person with no arms or legs. Yeah. Another antelope here. Notice how there's just like all this charcoal laying on the ground right here. Yeah, and the stacked stones. These are all habitation site. Well, this has been burned, so there could have been a fire that came through here, but there's evidence of dwellings all along here. And we're probably gonna find a ton more all the way up here on the cliff face now. And this is like an entire working kitchen table here. Kitchen island or something. Look at this metate spot right here. There's like utilized pieces of wood. There's this whole straightening line here.
Look at these right here too.
Yeah, just like drill holes and straightening lines, and almost like they were, this might have been where when they got an antelope they'd bring it back to dress it out or something. Like, I wonder. Oh yeah, look, here's tools, here's pottery right here. There's a piece of pottery right there, right under the table. And like a piece of flaking. There's a piece of tool making right there. Wow. And look, all the shells of these little pine nuts. I bet they come right off of all these trees. If we went down there, I bet we'd find these little nuts that they were eating.
Mm-hmm.
All these husks, they're grinding right here on the metate. Isn't that cool? You can see the shells of everything that they were making their dinner right in here. That's pottery. That's a whole big piece. This was a kitchen too. Wow, like a dining room table, right? Yeah, there it is. There's probably corn cobs and all kinds of those little nut shells. Yeah. Look at this one. You've got clearly an animal motif on there. It looks like, yeah, an antelope or a coyote or something. And then you've got lines and notching here like they were sharpening their arrowheads. Oh, this is a whole pottery chunk. Look at that. That's pottery. This huge piece laying on top of the rock right there. Look at that. Right on top of the stone. I'm gonna put that back. That was cool. That's a big chunk laying right on top of the rock. Wow. That's covered with petroglyphs.
Look at this.
That's been set there. That could be a portable metate. Could be. Yeah, there's a big animal here. It's really hard to see. Another one here, the horns, the body and the tail and the legs. See it? The mouth. This is all like another one here.
Down here.
And down below too. Yeah, they're all little antelope. Yeah. Look at that metate stone. Look at that.
That one's shifted.
That one has shifted and settled down. Yes. That one probably sat up straight and they were probably on this side of it. Down here.
That is even deeper than
Wow. Yeah, look at that. Holy smokes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Unreal. Corn. Found it yourself.
Found some corn.
Firsthand, you found a corn cob right there by the metate. Wow. There, look, there's even pieces of bone laying there. Like
that is old too.
they were, yeah, they would carry around and suck the marrow out of the bone. They carried around almost like it. There's another corn cob right by here. You set the rock almost on it. Look at that. It's a whole major kitchen right here. 2 giant metates within 20 yards of each other right here, right? And each one's got 4 big rubbed markings. Look, this is shelter. This is handmade grass and clay for a wall, for a shelter. This has come washed down from here. Look at that serpent line on the rock.
Everywhere you turn,
All
you
that,
look a different way and you see new.
all that, yeah, all that black on the wall, that's all from a campfire. They were living right here along the wall. They lived here. This is incredible.
This was their, potentially their garbage, their dump right there where they just.
I bet if you walk down and looked where it washed down here, you're gonna find tons of stuff right down there.
That is amazing.
Beautiful.
I've been here countless times and have never seen that.
Really?
Never seen that.
Well, now you know, and you can pass that on forever.
That is
It's
awesome.
beautiful. What an amazing special place you've got here. That is very unique. Permanent settlement. You've got multiple metates, signs of habitation, corn on the cob, and you've got clay and grass mashed together like they were making houses. Wow. Yeah, I see housing, housing, housing. Probably 1, 2, 3, 4 houses. And then underneath the rock up there, probably storage
Yeah, it goes back in.
into the cave there, kind of.
And you can see how they've leveled it
Look at all that.
and leveled it.
Look at all that pottery. And the building structure. Look at this big painted piece.
That is amazing.
Look at that.
It's just perfectly smooth,
Yeah.
decorated.
And this was all used to build the walls. This grass and weeds in with the clay. Another big piece of pottery. All of this was burnt, cooked in, fired. There's corn. That's amazing. That is amazing. Wow. It's very hard to see these in this type of lighting, but there is just tons and tons and tons. This one looks like a brontosaurus, like a long neck. That's twine.
Is that ancient or is that modern?
That is definitely ancient indigenous twine. That's their type of twine they made to carry their pots with. That's exactly the type of twine. That would have gone through a little drill hole on a piece of pottery. Now, this is ancient rope. Can you believe that survived up here? No. That is crazy. Where did you find that? Right in the kitchen?
In the dirt, yeah, just below the kitchen.
Wow. That's real rope. Yeah, that's some of their twine, handmade. To find that and corn on the cob is unheard of and out in nature. It's usually completely taken away by birds and rodents. Now come and look at this one. Look at this one. That either that's a giraffe,
It's a giraffe.
or how is that a giraffe here?
That's nothing but a giraffe.
Or a dinosaur. How is that a giraffe in this region? See what I mean?
Yeah.
How does that make any sense here?
And then this one's a thicker bodied animal than any other one you see, with the horns and the legs.
We got to come back up when the lighting is in the shade or
Yeah.
something. You know, it's so
That is
blinded
so
out right now.
cool.
Yeah, this is like a big meteorite impact or something. And look, there's like a rainbow arch here. Yeah, that's a weird long neck thing. I don't know what to make of that one. That's goofy.
And all
That
the way
one
down
too
here.
over on the left is like a big, weird looking one. Wow. That's definitely a snake with the tongue coming out, serpent line. And we're clear up over here. It is baking hot. But this is one of the most incredible sights I've ever been. There's definitely clear signs that there was multiple dwellings. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. And then there's even just glyphs everywhere that we look. I'm a little bit out of breath. It's hot. I've been hiking. But yeah.
I'll bet they would have had all of this dug out.
Clay, look at all that corn.
Yeah, it's probably caved in on itself.
Yes.
And this would have all been level with the rest of the dwelling.
I agree. Or it could have had even just a small doorway.
Yeah.
And the whole thing closed off all the way up like a wall.
Because that goes down deep.
Yep.
And all this is just filled in.
It's all washed down in from over the years. But you look at all that. That's like, yeah, their storage house. Putting their leftovers. But see how it's all charred on the ceiling with carbon? Like they're burning fires in there to dry stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe making pottery back in there like a kiln. Everywhere, this whole place. It's so hard to even see these. Look, there's the legs, the body, there's the shoulders and the arms coming down, triangular head. So there's one little red ochre stick or pigment stick figure, yellow one here with horns, another red one and a yellow one. Or it's hard to tell, but there's like a little family, like 3 or 4 right across here, but they're definitely painted little things. If this was the kitchen right here,
It's a family picture.
it could be, yeah, or like the kids' room, you know. Yeah, that's really cool. But pictographs with the ochre, everything else is carved, and then all of a sudden there's that pigment. That's interesting that they did that right there. What an incredible thing. It is so hot right now, but we went from one end all the way to the other across this amphitheater. Mind-blowing, amazing petroglyphs. These tie in to the legends of the giants that come all the way from the Grand Canyon and the star people coming down from the sky. These could be very, very ancient. The ones that I saw are anywhere from 200 years old Fremont culture all the way back to maybe 10,000 years old. Mind-blowing.
Where we get
What a perfect day. Yeah.
Do you do any like YouTubing if, like, let's say I want to be like super famous for YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, I love singing country music and pop.
Yeah.
If I like sing something and send it to you, will you put it on YouTube?
I'll put it on a link to it down below, but you got to put it on your own channel, because if I put it on my channel, everybody's going to think that I own it. But we'll put it on your channel and I'll shout it out.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah. This was such a cool day. I appreciate you guys bringing me out here so much. That was very special.
Well, we appreciate you sharing your knowledge with us.
and now you know there's corn.
There is
Now we know
corn on
there's
the mountain, yes.
corn on the mountain. Yes, sir.